Welcome back to Poddy Majic. Now, this is a little quick bonus episode that we're doing today. It's going to be great because these are two of my absolute genuine favourite stories of all time that are about to be told on this podcast, and I'm joined by the man, the myth, the actual fucking legend, Chilton Yarran. Chilton, welcome to Poddy Majic, mate.
Thanks for having me, Madge.
Oh,
good
mate,
to be here.
it is good to be here. So a little bit of background. So Chilton comes and trains with me as part of my group sessions. Looking great, by the way.
Yeah. Getting there?
We're getting there. And Chilton is, how would you describe yourself, Chilton? If you had just in a couple of words for everybody at home that doesn't know who Chilton Yarran is just yet. They're about to, but...
Full of energy and funny. That's me.
Yeah, right, fair. All right, so Chilton he's come on the podcast today. It's a quick little bonus episode today, which I think I'm going to make a little bit more of a regular thing if I've heard some unbelievable stories. Now, these two stories that Chilton has are dead set true, and they're no word of a lie. This is why I love them so much, and I personally tell them to all of my friends, probably more than you tell them to people. They are so good. I just be like, guys, listen to this story. This is my mate Chilton. You got to hear this. So there's two stories that we're going to do today, and I'm going to let Chilton tell them. He's got photos for each one. He's got the evidence. We're going to put them up on the clips and that sort of stuff, so you can see all the stuff as we go through. So, which one would you like to start off with, Children? What do you reckon?
We'll go horse racing, eh?
Horse racing?
Yeah,
all right, cool. All right.
Good start.
Set me the scene.
Right,
Go.
So, it's obviously on a Tuesday, the Melbourne Cup.
Yeah.
And so I was with my cousin and uncle and auntie. They're like, oh, we should go to the races. Like, oh, yeah, cool. I've never been on Melbourne Cups. So
yeah.
Like, oh, probably going to be packed out with these people. So now we get there, we rock up, we're running a bit late. So the race is on the big screen, so we walk in, and me and Arnold, my cousins, we pretty much put all the eggs in one basket. You know, we're like, oh, we just pick like 10 horses and chuck some money in, and we might be right. We might get a big win, you know, we'll be partying here all day.
How good would that be?
Yeah, and didn't go that way.
Yeah.
I think after the race, we were a bit deflated. We looked at each other like, oh, what are we doing now?
It's all gone. Yeah.
So we get a beer, we're sitting back, and then... we see Tim Kelly, Jermaine Jones, good mates of ours, brother boys. So their partner Caitlin, so they're there, and we're chilling with them, and then JJ goes, oh, one of my mates, he's got this little, it's like a private room for the horse owners. I think they're called Ganjami. Yeah. Is their horse racing group. So
yeah, gotcha.
We go and chill in with them for a bit, and then he goes,
good fellas.
Yeah, good fellas. Like there's so many people that have stakes in the horses, so there's that many people in the room.
How many people's in the group, do you think?
Oh, there's about at least... Well, it depends on which horses, but in that room, there would have been about at least 60 to 80 people in that
right, yeah.
small confined room. And they had like a bar and a toilet and everything.
Yeah.
That was all chilling there. And so he had one race was coming up, and he's like, oh, we're going to go watch this race down at the front where the finish line is. And we're like, oh, okay. And then TK and Jermaine were like, oh, we've got these passes, so we'll just walk around the other side, we'll give you the pass, and you better come through too.
Great.
So we're like, all right, cool, let's do it. So me and Arnold, they walk through, Caitlin, Tim and Jermaine walk through, and then they pass the thing on the other side of the fences. And me and Arnold grab it. We walk through, and the guy's like, yep, no worries. We walk through. So this is where all the owners go. And then...
so you're now in the owner's lounge, yeah.
So pretty much where the horses finish on the finish line.
Yeah,
so we get there and watch when the horses finish, and this horse comes out and wins.
Yeah. And
then Frawley walks out, and he brings a couple of the owners with him to go get a photo. And then me, Tim, and Jermaine and Arnold are walking in behind him. And I went and looked in the page the other day, and that photo is on like the main part of the page. So
you've managed to get yourself in there, look like a horse owner, and you're in the horses winning.
We're there.
Photo, so
the jockey standing in the middle. You got some officials on the side, and then there's us standing behind the jockey.
Unbelievable. Have you got the photo?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, show me. How do you pull that off, honestly? And then from there, show me the photo first, because I need to show everyone. So that's that is all time. Look at that. There's 20 blokes. Miss Chilton Yarran just squeezing in there at the back. That is awesome. So what? No one questioned you the whole time?
No one said nothing. I think they thought that we were actually horse owners.
That is unbelievable.
That was only the first part.
That's the first part.
So it started all from there. Yeah. So we had the win. We're walking back to that same room.
Yeah.
And on the way back, some ladies come and, taking us back to the room, and she's like, congratulations on your win, sir. We'll be able to provide you a copy of the race when you get back into the room. So I looked at Arnold, like, what, what's going on here? Why are we getting a copy of the races? And then we get into the room, and then as soon as we step in, everyone's clapping and cheering. And I'm just like, yep, no worries, yep, thank you
very much, thank you.
And then
this happens all the time like this, yeah.
And we go sit down, and the lady walks past with the tray's like, would you like some champagne, sir? Complimentary. I was like, yep, no worries. Knocking that off, and then she had a couple of sandwiches and stuff, bringing them through.
Yes.
And then the guy was like, he was like, oh, we got another horse running a bit later on, and this was the main one, the main race.
Yeah.
So like, all right, cool.
What was the horse's name?
Macanto.
Yep.
So he's the one who got it done in the last race, and but this time he had some cards ready for us so that we didn't have to swap cards through the fence.
Fantastic.
So we get back down there, the last race of the day. It's so funny because we walked through, we're pretty smashed at this point.
Yeah.
And one of the actual owners, he's a part owner of the horse, and he goes, oh, anyone's got some stakes on it? And Arnold, he's like, oh yeah, I got about 20 grand on this horse. Hopefully we get him home. And the horse is paying like $8. He didn't have 20 grand. I don't think he had anything on it. And then we get to the front of the front. Everyone's lined up, all the owners there, and a bit more the owners come out for the big race. And the horse is coming around the bend, and he's kicking, and he just gets there on the line. And there's footage, like they've put some footage out of it just winning. And I've looked at, me and Tim are standing there, and we're like looking at each other. Oh, did it get up? Did it get up? And then Fawley's gone up with his hands, and he's like celebrating. And then they've captured the photo for all the promotions of Ascot Race and the photo of us celebrating.
Oh,
and I'm like,
so
this.
good, yes.
And then all the boys are hanging around.
Yes, yes.
And then we went back again for some more complimentary champagne.
Well, it's just a day of winning.
It was,
It's just complimentary champagne all day.
And we get back, and after that's all done, that's when we head over to Camfield, and so I run into you.
This is when I come into the story. So how this happens for me is I'm dancing. It's Melbourne Cup Day. I've had a few dancing like this, and we're at the Camfield. And then I just see this, Poddy Majic, and I turn around, and it's Chilton in, just looking good, by the way, this blue suit, just like decked out, looking that good. And I was like, oh, Chilton, how you doing? And you were pretty busted.
Yeah.
I was like, and by that point, they closed the entry. You weren't allowed in after 8 o'clock, whatever it was, and it was well after 8 o'clock. I said, how'd you get in?
I remember we got to the line, I was just packed out. And Arn was like, nah, man, I'm busy, I got to go. And I was like, all right, whatever. And I was like, nah, I'm getting in, man. There's nothing else on. Like, what else are you going to do on a Tuesday night? So I've walked around, scoured the property. And I walked to the other side. I walked to the back side. And there's normally like an entrance through there, but the security are just all lined up. I was like, oh, man, I'm going to get in, you know? Yeah. So I didn't give up, went around to the other side. And it's like an event hire hall or somewhere where people chill out in there, whatever, do what they got to do. And I just moved some few kegs over, and I climbed up on the wall. And if you look at because you got the Camfield and you got this other building, so I've climbed up on these kegs.
Camfield, it's really high. Like, if anyone's been to the Camfield, that wall, the limestone, it's about fucking 4 meters high. Like,
and then I climb up on the kegs, and I get up on the brick wall, and then I lift myself up again, and I'm on the roof. There's like 2 big tin roofs, and there's like a big brick wall just separating them, and I'm just like crawling across the top like that in a full suit. Just crawling across.
Full of free champagne. Just crawling across.
Just full of confidence. And then I get to the top, and I feel like I'm Spider-Man just sitting on the roof, you know? I'm just looking for security so that I don't get done. And then, like, all the security have their back to me, and I was like, oh.
They're not looking up.
Yeah, I was like,
they're all down here,
I was like,
idiots.
I'll be all right if I just get down and just blend in. And then I get to the end, and I was like, because I was waiting for a time, you know? I was like, nah, I just got to go. And then there's like, it's a weird little, it's like a garden thing across the top, and it's like enough for a gap for a person to fit down. Yeah. And I've just gone, put my arms out, and just dropped, and I've landed on this I've landed on this little couch chair thing, and then by the time I hit it and look up, there's like all these security just diving on me. And literally like tackled me and was like, you got to get out, mate. So I was like, oh, far out. So I get kicked out, and I walk back.
Did you get kicked out? I didn't know you got kicked out again.
Kicked out, so then I walk back to the start, and you know, got the limestone walls.
Yeah.
I've literally just walked up, security's trying to kick this other guy out, and I've just sat on the wall, rolled over and walked in. And so I climbed the roof for nothing.
Oh, it's so good, so good. Anyway, then we're dancing. I've heard this as well, and like and I was like, what have you done today? You're like, oh yeah, there was a horse, and I was there, and I was like, and I was free champagne, and I was like, oh yeah, fuck, like you're full of piss. I was like, oh yeah, cool, sweet, yeah, let's keep partying. So we had a few more drinks, and then the night sort of goes on, and it's time to leave, and Chilton and the event closes, and Chilton, we're going, so let's go out. I was with Tyler, my friend Tyler. Yeah, let's go. Do you want to lift home? He goes, no, I'm going to stay out for a bit. I was like, all right, cool, sweet. See you later, bro. I'll see you at the gym on Monday. and then you rock up the gym on Monday looking like not good, right? Not good. I was like, oh, how's the rest of your night?
So then I ended up getting a taxi with some randoms to Market Grounds.
Yeah. Always a good idea.
Yeah. So I get to Market Grounds and party, and I'm by myself at this point because Arnold and the other boys have gone home.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't get in. Get to Market Grounds, I'll see a few people I know partying, whatnot. And then my other mate's like, I'll come to the Cass. So, so I get in a taxi, and I'm going back towards the Cass. And halfway through, I remember like, my phone's dead. How am I going to pay for this taxi?
Yeah.
So I was stressing, and I was like, he had no charger. First thing I asked was a charge. He didn't have it. So I'm done here. So we get towards the Cass, and we get towards the car park. And I was like, like pretend I need to spew up. And he's like, no, not in the taxi. You can't do it. And I was like, oh, I just pull up here. And as soon as he pulls up, I'm just flying through the park. I just took off running in the suit still, just flying.
Holy fuck.
Just flying through the park. And then he's literally got the taxi up on the curb, high beam on, beeping the horn, just hey, screaming at me. And I'm already gone halfway through the park, just taking off.
Holy fuck. Oh my god. So,
I've just chilled out on one of the park benches for a bit. He's gone, and then I've actually gone to the casino. And I run into another mate who's there, and he's with some friends. And you got the big TV screens?
Yeah.
So it was there. And out of all races, it was the main race showed up.
Oh, amazing. Yeah.
And you can see him just win on the line. And then they turn the camera, and you see us celebrating it. And then the girls look, she's like, hey, that's you. And I was like, yeah, horse got up today. I was like, yeah, good win.
Oh my god! So just to sum the day up, is there any more to that?
No, and then I went home.
And then went home, yeah. And then just to sum the day up for you, so you've gone to the Melbourne Cup, right? You managed to swindle your way into the owners' lounge. All of a sudden, you find yourself out in the track with the owners. The horses got up. You're telling everyone you won big money all day. You go to the Camfield for an after party. You climb the roof like fucking James Bond. Drop in like it's Mission Impossible. Get kicked out. Get back in. Go to Market Grounds with some randoms. Run away from a taxi, and then you're the horse owner at the casino to finish off the day. Oh,
what a day.
Chilton Yarran, that is one of the best days anyone could ever ask for, and I tell that story to so many people, bro. That is all time.
That's a good laugh.
Oh god, so I don't know how we're going to top that one, but you also have a second story that is just brilliant. So you're going to tell in a sec, but I'll set the scene. It's Perth. It's grand final day in 2021. Yep, 2021, and they had the grand final here in Perth that year. And Chilton has got some pretty cool friends around the place. And this was the week of the grand final, so they've got the lead up. We've got the brownlow here. Yeah, you take it away from here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it was Sunday night. We was at home and watching the brownlow.
Yeah.
Obviously it was at the Crown, and just as it finished, they named Ollie Wine's winner, and that was it. And then I've gone because I'm getting ready for bed. Work Monday, and phone goes off. Like,
this is Sunday night, yeah?
Yeah. I think it was at 9 o'clock at night. I was like, who's messaging me at 9 o'clock on a Sunday?
Yeah.
And I checked, and I got a couple messages from Shay, Quinton, and Tim.
So just say Shay Bolton?
Yeah, Shay Bolton, Quinton Arkle, and Tim Kelly. So
great.
Good couple of brother boys.
Yeah.
And they know how much I love Port Adelaide, and big fans. So like, oh, do you want to come to the Brown after party? We introduce you to Ollie, and I was like, yeah. No worries.
Of course I do.
I was like, yeah, of course. And then bang, straight into the shower and getting ready, dance in the shower. I'm ready to go. So let's do it. And then I've opened the wardrobe to find. I was like, fuck, everyone's going to be in a suit. What am I going to wear? And I was like, I'll get in there and have a look. And I was like, grabbed a pair of jeans, chucked some boots on, a shirt and a jacket. And I was like, it's going to have to do. Yeah. Get in the Uber, bang, straight to the cast and walk in, and there's like, you walk in and you just see Port Adelaide players in the corner. You've got some Eagles boys on the back. You've got Bontempelli and a few of them there. Like just everyone's in the room. You've got the reporters. Gill Mclachlan's there. Everyone's
got photos?
there. Yeah. We've got some photos.
Show me. Who'd you get?
So we've got... It was funny. Tom Jonas was walking around with the brownlow. So he's the Port Adelaide captain.
That's so
he's
good.
taken Wines as Brownlow, and he's got it on.
You and Ollie Wines?
Me and Ollie Wines,
Ollie Wines. Who else we got here? All right, we'll get to that one in a second. Hang on. And Cracker.
Yeah, Uncle Andrew.
Uncle Andrew. Oh, yeah, that's so good. Tim, love that.
DK,
Oh, yeah, it looks like a great night. Looking fresh, by the way. Get
good.
Up was on.
And then, we had a few drinks. They were serving a couple of drinks on the tray, like complimentary drinks.
You love complimentary drinks.
How good are complimentary? Can't say no to those. So walking around having a few of those and get a bit sparked up halfway through the night. And I was like, oh, Shay, she introduced to Gillen. I'll say hello to him.
Yeah.
But I don't think he knew that I was going to ask for some.
And Shay, what did he won goal of the year? Or
he won Mark of the Year.
Mark of the Year, yeah.
That one on Blitzarves.
Yes,
yeah.
Yep. So he's like in the room with all the people that have won the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't realise, man, everyone loves him, eh? Like,
yeah.
Gillen loves him. Like, walked over, Gillen gives him a big hug, and I was like, oh, yeah, cool. And then we go up. He's like, oh, I'll introduce you to Gillen. I was like, oh, yeah, no worries, let's go. And we get over there, and Gillen's like, oh, boys, can I get you a drink? I was like, yeah, no worries. Couple of espresso martinis, no worries, Gill, thank you.
Oh, complimentary again? How good
straight from the Gill's pocket, no worries. And then we're having a yarn with him and we're talking, and then I was thinking to myself, because I remember early in the week, I tried to get some tickets to the grand final.
Have you got a photo of you and Gill?
Not of me and Gill, but I've got a photo of me having a yarn with Gill.
Yeah.
Where are we? So there's Gill in front of me. Oh, big, tall fella too, man. He's massive.
Big. Look at that. He's having a good time on the espressos too.
He's loving it.
Yeah.
Listen to me talk crap.
Yeah.
And I tried to get some tickets to the grand final. I had my work laptop, my work phone, my laptop.
During
4
the week
devices,
when they went on sale.
Ready to get some tickets. Nothing. Couldn't get them.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, here we go. This might be my chance.
Yeah.
So we're yarning with Gill, and then I just said to him, I was like, Gill, man, surely you got some tickets left over, or what? And he's like, oh, I don't think we do. And I was like, oh, okay. And
hard to get.
I let it go for a bit. But then I was thinking, you know what? If I have a proper crack at this, the chances of me seeing Gill again are very low. I'm not going to run into him again.
Very low.
So who cares if it's
how often is the Brownlow in Perth? Not very often. Yeah.
And I'll probably never be in the same room as Gill ever again.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, no worries. Here I go. And then I was like, nah, Gill, surely you got a couple tickets, you know. The only reason I asked is my partner, like, I've never had a girlfriend. She's a big Bulldogs fan. 2016, we had it all lined up for her. I got tickets, we paid for the package, flights, all this stuff, hotel.
Just putting on the guilt, just
and
more guilt.
Shay's looking at me like what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? And I was like, I just kept playing with it. And then he was like, oh, mate, you know, that's no good. I was like, yeah, I had to sell it all. Couldn't go. Watched it on TV.
And it would have been in his nice Gill voice. Oh, mate, that's really unfortunate there, mate. Chilton, yeah.
That sounds like it too. And he goes, and then he's like, oh, he points at this guy and he's like, can you tell her to come here? And then this lady walks over, and he's like whispering in her ear, talking to her. And then she comes over and talks to me. She's like, oh, hello, you after some tickets, are you? And I was like, yeah, I would love some tickets. And then we're talking and she's like, here, this is my number.
Yeah.
So
who was she?
I think her name was Kylie. I don't know what her role was or anything like that. Yeah.
But like Gill's PA or something.
Yeah, so she must have worked closely with Gill. And anyway, she's given me her number and she goes, oh, I'll probably be hungover tomorrow. The next day or two, I'm going to be busy, but the Wednesday I'll probably get back to you.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So I take her number and then, I don't message her until the next morning. So we go back and drinking with a few of the boys and...
pretty standard for you, that procedure anyway, hey?
Yeah. So we go back and we're having a few drinks. And then we end up going to... we try to go to the Avenue.
Yep.
Claremont. And I'm end up in a taxi with like Tom Duday and a few other randoms. Like, how am I even in this taxi, you know? We get to the Avenue, like Tom Duday's in there, and I can't remember some of the other guys, Adelaide boys and a couple others. Oh, Big Sava Radaglia was there.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, where's Quinton and Shay? You know, they lost. But yeah, that was pretty much that night. It was a good night.
Awesome, such a good night. Just on that, you go, cool night. Yeah.
Went from sitting home watching it in footy shorts to getting dressed up and
unbelievable
running amok, drinking espressos with a Gill.
So good. And then the next morning.
Yeah, next morning. So I've got this lady's number and I've got her name and I don't know who she is. So gone to LinkedIn, I've searched her name up, and I've matched her phone number with who she was. I was like, cool. She didn't lie to me. That's one.
Yeah. That's always nice.
Yeah. And then a bit of research on who she was and what her role was, and I found out a bit more. And then I sent her a message, and I was like, lovely to meet you. I've actually got the message here.
Yeah, show me.
I was like, yeah, very good to meet you the other night. I was a friend of a friend. And I remember you saying you're going to help me out with some tickets. She's like, and then I obviously didn't hear anything till that Wednesday. So there's 3 days of literally nothing.
So good, yeah. Hi, Kai, Chilton Yarran here. We met briefly the other night. Yeah, shave on. Hope you had an awesome night. Oh, just layering it on. Oh, yeah. I'd still be interested, if possible, if you were able to get 2 niggas to grand final for me, you cheeky cunt. Yeah.
And then she's giving me the details on who to contact.
Yeah.
And then she sends me that message of who to contact.
And I'm
on
sure
a
you're
Wednesday.
just going through the process of this going like, oh yeah, like you're just going through the next phase and you're going, sure, how far is this going to go?
And then I was just dragging out, thinking, is this going to be legit? Like, is she actually going to reply to me?
Yeah.
And then, on that Wednesday, she replies back and sends me the details. Like, okay, cool. So I've emailed this lady straight away. I was like, friend of, what's her name? She's going to, said I can grab some tickets.
Yeah.
And then she gets back to me pretty quickly. She's like,
remember the one with the sick girlfriend?
Yeah,
I'm that guy.
And then she sends me, she's like, I can give you 2 tickets on the house for you and your partner. I was like, awesome, I love my partner. Does not exist. Best girlfriend ever. And then she's like, we also have some tickets if you want to purchase, you're able to purchase.
Oh, yes.
And I was like, what happened to being sold out?
Yeah.
And then I ended up getting a few more for mum, dad, and a few of my younger brothers.
So good.
So we ended up getting 5 for them, and then 2 in the house for me and my partner.
Oh, so good. So good, bro.
And that was pretty much it.
Oh, that is amazing. Holy fuck. So again, God, just to wrap the story up.
Wrap it up.
So Sunday night, you're in your boxes, you're watching the Brownlow on TV, get a call, you found yourself in the room of the Brownlow talking to Ollie Wines, all the Port boys, everyone's going on. You meet Gill Mclachlan. You're having a couple of complimentary espressos on the house to Gill, having a couple of them. You've said to Gill that you've got a sick, dying girlfriend that desperately wants to see the Western Bulldogs play in a grand final. You've conned him into that, straight to Gill's face. He's gone, no problem, sorted you out with a couple of tickets, and then you've bought one for the whole family as well. Oh, that is awesome. Wow. Well done.
Shoot.
That you got it. Oh, you missed 100% of the shots that you don't take. That is all time. Well, mate, they two are the best stories going around. Thank you very much for joining me.
Worries, thank you.
And if people want to find out and want to be your, future secret girlfriend, real girlfriend, how would they find that?
Oh,
Chilton Yarran at what's your Instagram?
it's just Chilton Yarran at the moment, but not really on the hunt. I need to work on myself first, so that's why I'm training with you to get my rig in place. And then,
He's looking good. Every session is getting better and better, my friend.
but no, opened a few speed dating, so if you want to come out, we'll go get some dinner or whatnot.
Not guaranteed grand final tickets, though. Not guaranteed. Oh, mate, fantastic. Thank you so much.
No worries.